product. But the other part with the WEN Kids is what I want to know because I didn't get to say it earlier. The WEN Kids is free of wheat, gluten, soy, nuts, and menthol. They're rice protein, so they're coined the phrase by Jill Bauer, WEN sensitive, and the WEN Pets is also free of that, and those are rice proteins in the WEN Pets as well, just so you know.
Great, excellent, love
Thank
that.
you.
Okay, speaking of the gallons, we only do it for the month of June. Literally, we took the price that we've been doing the last several years, dropped it by $30 for this year. And so what was $179 is now $149, which is the classic scents. We'll go through that in a moment. The seasonal scents are normally $189. They're now $159 this year, but only during the month of June. The rice-based ones were $189, now they're $159, and the 613, because the 319 is sold out, but the 613 would normally be $199. It's $169. These prices are only going to be for the month of June, and I want to let you know you can do a single shipment, and this is a 6-month supply, so you can just order one if you want to, or I always do the auto delivery because then you get one now and one in December, which will then take you till the June of next year. And so that way you have a full year's supply and all at the same price. Starting with the classics.
And I have been doing gallons. This is our 13 years into it.
Is
We
it
started
really?
in 2007. So the reason I'll even say, because we know how many people start in the gallon, jump in with a gallon.
Yeah.
You will be shocked at how many people start with a gallon. Even if it's your first time, yes, why do the auto delivery? Because my phone number is on every bottle. We get the calls in July, August, September, October, November, December that, can I get the auto delivery? Can you give me the QVC price? I cannot do that. Only QVC can do that. So even if it's your first time, you don't know if you're going to like it, like she said, sign up for it. You can cancel and they won't even ask you why. But if not, I'm going to get the calls, and I know because it's been over 13 years we get those calls. So
Every year.
I'll tell you your choices. Choice here is pomegranate is free of wheat and gluten. It contains soy proteins. It's frothy and creamy on absolutely every hair type, universal. Sweet almond mint, the first one I launched November of 2000, worldwide, New Zealand, Australia, Germany, Japan, UK, everywhere around the world, works on every single hair type. Tea tree is problem solution. Baby fine hair, coarse unruly hair. It's been coined the phrase the hair whisperer. If you have a problem, let tea tree be that solution, whether it's baby fine hair or thick, coarse, unruly hair. Fig, the most moisturizing on dry, damaged, brittle, broken, over processed hair. Lavender, volume, body hydration on every hair type, and it is that heavenly, beautiful French lavender, the herb essence of lavender.
And we also have cucumber aloe. All of those classics are $149 or $24.83 a month. Back to the seasonals.
And here's how I want you to pick these, because they're all universal. Pick what scent, which fragrance, what experience, what aromatherapy are you looking for, because they're all more treatment based. So we have the summer melon mint, the watermelon, the cantaloupe, the honeydew with a hint of mint. We have the fall fresh apple, which is that crisp Macintosh apple with a hint of honey. We have the winter white forest. I love this one. It's the spearmint oil, sandalwood, and vanilla. So it's actually crisp and cool and rich and warm at the same time.
It'll
which is
feel good in
kind
the
of crazy.
summer.
Oh gosh, absolutely. The spring fresh floral, which is that jasmine, that rose, and the geranium with a hint of honey. And then we move into bamboo green tea, which again, she said light and Mandarin Italian are on .com, but these are free of wheat, gluten, soy, and nuts. They contain rice proteins and very, very treatment based. And then lastly, the most treatment based out of all of them is the 613, which is lemon, rosemary, vanilla bean. I've said ever since we launched these, if you can, or you're getting more than one, or if you don't know where and you need instant repair, you will feel the difference in the volume and the body in the shower while this is on your hair. Do yourself a favor and grab a gallon of 613. Promise you'll thank me 1,000 times over because it's so rich and thick.
And the seasonals are $159. That rice-based is $159. And the 613, which is the ultimate nourishing, that is $169. But you can see 5 of the different scents have already sold out. There's all kinds of them to choose from. You can go to QVC.com. Here's what I want you to know. We have sold more than 1 million WEN gallons in those 13 years, more than 1 million. We kick these off every June, and there you are, and every June, and you know what? Today is the 6th of June, and we've already sold more than 25,000 gallons.
Crazy.
We've run out of 5 of the scents, and so now is the time. I'm so glad you're watching tonight, because I can tell you right now, every woman who's listening that doesn't really like her hair is walking around feeling a little less confident about herself because she doesn't like her hair, because that's what women do. Right, gals?
You know what's so
if
funny
we
you
don't
said
like our
that?
hair, we have
Yeah.
less confidence. If you like your hair, and I got to tell you, as I get older and my skin and I start to look older, I still love my hair.
Yay.
And who can say that unless you use WEN?
Okay, I love you said that, because I just went before we came to town, Saturday we went to RuPaul's Drag Con, and we went to a restaurant afterwards, and I was at the restaurant, and a waiter came up to me. I'm going to get emotional. A waiter came up to me, he said, "Excuse me, Mr. Dean." He says, I'm going to get emotional. He's going to say, "I just want to share with you that you," Stu was with me, he said, "you gave my mom confidence." He goes, "She has many reasons that," I have goosebumps. He says, "She has many reasons she should have confidence, but she never did until she used WEN." And he's like, "I just want to thank you." And he shook my hand. I have goosebumps. I had WEN bags with me. I gave him WEN bags and whatnot. I literally did a video. I said, "Send this to your mom." And I told her, "You should have confidence for many reasons, but I'm glad I opened that door for you, you guys."
Yeah.
It's true. You
So
could be
true.
wearing a ball gown, and if your hair doesn't feel right to you, you'll feel like not great. You
Yeah.
could be wearing sweatpants, and if your hair feels great to you, you could feel like $1,000,000.
Yeah.
It is all
So
about, I
true.
say it's about your skin, not even makeup, but your skin and your hair sets your tone for your mood. And that's why 26 years ago, guys, I set out, even if you think I love my hair already, some of these girls were that, "Oh, I have great hair already." I'm like, if you've never used WEN, I guarantee you I can get it better. Right here is Alyssa. And this is her 3rd time using WEN. She started with us April 5th from our TSV.
Wow.
This is her 3rd time cleansing with WEN. And the difference in her hair, how light, how silky, how shiny, how bouncy. We've never cut it, we've never colored it. So there's no haircut difference, there's no color difference, other than it's not stripped hair anymore. It's light, it's silky, it's airy, it's
amazing.
bouncy. And this is only her 3rd cleanse. The first time you use it, because on April 1st or April 5th, when she was at today's special value, she saw a huge difference in her hair. And I was like, let's utilize her again.
Yeah.
Now, the funny part is she did buy some, and I said, "Have you used it since then?" She goes, "Well, I should have, but my sister took it. She's been using it." I'm like, "That's not good for you, but it wasn't good for you, but it
That's
was
why you
good
buy
for
a
me."
gallon.
Well, it wasn't good for her, but it was good for me, because then I have
Yeah.
her 2nd and 3rd time use.
By the
so
way-
first time you'll see an insane difference,
Yeah.
and with after that, it gets better and better. Go ahead.
If you use this, I would love to hear from you. Give us a call on our testimonial line. 1-800-600-1556 is our testimonial line on QVC2. We really would love to hear your experience. I just want to say, when you're talking about
baby
Kate's
fine
hair,
hair, yeah.
is that explain about colored hair. People color their hair.
Well,
Why
yeah,
should they
she
use
colors
WEN?
her hair is the #1 reason I create it, but also I'm going to say tea tree, because tea tree is always Miss Baby Fine Hair's #1. Always, always her first cleanse is tea tree. If we haven't told you in the first 6 days of June the power of tea tree, that it has a cult following for the last 11 years, I don't know what to tell you. That and 613, I would say, or your seasonals. Kate's hair is baby fine. To hold color is crazy. Lather has not touched this hair. Stay on that before shot, because here's what's important. She was used to this gorgeous hair, but every time I came to town back in 2010, I would say, "Okay, girls, time for you to lather up." They hated it, and they grumbled and groaned and da-da-da, and they tried to put a tiny bit in there. I'm like, a little teaspoon of it. I'm like, "Come on, guys, I'm trying to show them what happens when you lather." I stopped doing it because I had a light bulb moment thinking, maybe the customer thinks that once a month you have to use shampoo to clarify your hair or strip your hair or whatnot. I need them to know that since, what is it, May of 2010, lather has not touched this hair. This color has stayed the same color since May of 2010, meaning it is the same 365 days a year, year-round. You see her on QVC. I don't know when the girl sleeps, because I know what I do here, and she's on even more than I am. But the point is, her color stays. It doesn't break past her shoulders anymore. That used to be her issues. Every time she lathered up, the color would fade, but also it would get thinner and weaker at the ends. Not anymore.
I want to just mention, this is the time to go to the phone.
Hello.
So the item number is A266-343, A266-343. I'm carrying around this award to say that QVC's Customer Choice Beauty Awards, this is the winner literally 10 years in a row for the best hair cleanser. So if you've never tried it, this is the time to try it. If you've tried it before and you went off to try something else, come back and try it again. You've got so many different scents to choose from, etc. And you're getting a price tag that is $30 less. No matter which one you choose, it's $30 less than it was the past few years. We have a video that shows you how to use this. But remember, in the shower, you normally shampoo, rinse, condition, rinse. But tell me about this.
So at the beginning of the shower, you're going to rinse your hair thoroughly and completely. For the length of Joanne's hair, my sister, I do 2 pumps for her first cleanse, 2 for her second. The first one is a quick cleanse to take out the dirt, the grime, the oils, and the products. And the second cleanse that you see now, always add the extra splash of water. Always get it frothy and creamy. She would then cleanse her face, cleanse her body, shave her legs. The last thing she'll rinse is her hair. As you rinse your hair, as you can see, I rinse thoroughly and completely for 1 to 2 minutes, and I put 1 full pump from the gallon back in as a leave-in conditioner. That's what you see happening here. So that's 1 full pump back in her hair. Look how much body, look how much shine, look how much volume her hair has. If I didn't put it back in as a leave-in conditioner, she would have clean hair, but it would not swing. It would not have that bounce. It wouldn't have that body. What this one whispered to me while you were telling, she goes, oh, tell me how much time I saved. This one, in her before shot, look at Jill's before shot. She used to be on with Laura Geller, and I saw her spirit's beautiful, but her hair did not match up. And when we talked about confidence. And so I got her, I said, do you want to be a WEN girl? And what that means is that they don't work with any other hair brands. It's a commitment, but the commitment is this. So she used to shampoo, condition 7 days a week. She used to blow dry 7 days a week, curl and iron, flat iron 7 days a week, an hour and a half, 7 days a week.
Wow.
Now 2 times a week, 20 minutes twice a week, which is 40 minutes. If I told you I can give you back 10 hours a week times 52 weeks, that's worth way more than your $20 or $1 or whatever, not even $1 a day. But she says, remind them the time it saved her, an hour and a half, 7 days a week. She now twice a week, 20 minutes. Show them, you put it up into a top knot, sleep with it in a top knot. She drops it in the morning, and she literally has the same hair on day 2, on day 3, on day 4, because it's not stripped hair, it's not broken down hair, it's not flyaway hair, it's not broken hair. Her color stays in her hair. I've never, ever highlighted her hair, ever.
We're going to check in with Elise Ivy because there's another question that a customer has had.
Yes, I think actually this is a great question for this time of year. The question is, which cleansing conditioner do you recommend if we're in a chlorinated pool a lot of the summer?
That's a double-ended question. I would say cucumber for removing all the chlorine, but then I would say 613 to treat the hair. So get both, and it will last you a year. So it's not like you're doubling up. It's going to last you a year because you got 6 months of buying each. So do your first cleanse. There you are. Do your first cleanse with your cucumber aloe to remove all that nasty stuff from the chlorine in the pool, even if it's the ocean, and then treat it with 613, which will strengthen up. Now, because you got 2 separate gallons, clearly instead of 6 months, it's lasting you a year. Does that make sense to you guys?
I
and
love
it's really simple, and it
love
helps
that
remove
idea.
that chlorine.
So
and also,
now-
you can always put in the other part that's important is always wet your hair first before going in the pool, and either put in the treatment oils, remoist, cleansing conditioner, something to repel it from the water, because otherwise it all absorbs into your hair.
That's
so that goes
interesting,
and
'cause
rinse
I
it
do
as
like
soon
to
as you
go
get
in
out
the
of that
pool.
pool.
Okay.
Now at the top of the hour,
Tell us,
we
everybody, what
cleanse-
we did.
At the top of the hour, we cleanse Kat's right side, this side, with the melon mint, and we didn't put any leave-in products, but we always would, but this time we didn't. We just rinsed it out. On the left side, she used the sulfate-free, color-safe, supposedly color-safe shampoo, but you can see it stripped her hair, broke down her hair, and
this
that's
is
frizzy
fuzzy.
hair. Feel how, go behind and you did at the top. Left hand here, right hand here.
Okay.
Tell me what you feel left first.
Oh
go forward, go to the
gosh,
middle.
that is unbelievable. This is frizzy. This is dry. It feels dry. It literally does. It feels dry. This side feels, look at the difference. It feels
It's like
silky,
feather light, huh?
full of body though. I mean, this side feels thick, but absolutely smooth and beautiful. And this side feels rough and dry and just almost like gnarly. I know
Yeah.
that sounds weird, but
No, it's
like
okay.
it's just
Anyone
tangled
that's lathering up would relate to
Yeah.
that because their next step at home would
amazing.
be conditioner, but those conditioners have polymers, fillers,
Yeah.
binders, waxes, and they weigh it down. Then
Right.
they reach for a volumizer to put volume back in their hair, and it dries it out. So then they reach for a shine serum to put shine back in the hair, and it weighs it back down. And it becomes a vicious cycle. It
Yeah.
literally does. With WEN, the part we haven't said this whole time, and I apologize, is I encourage when anyone's new at my salon, I ask them first how often you cleanse your hair. They'll give me the answer. My second question is, what I tell them is, I want them to dry natural. And they look at me as if I have like 3 heads. And I said, you can't dry natural if you use shampoo because you have frizz.